All right, and we should be live then, right?
Yes.
Cool. Welcome everybody to Mirth and Minotaurs, Stone Age adventure. That was well timed.
Mm-hmm.
So joining me are Jared as Echo of Stampeding, Raging, some bull. I don't know. Jessica as Osa. Oh, sorry, you were gonna correct me, and I stopped you.
Echoes of Stampeding Bull.
That's yeah, that one. Carolyn as Fenella.
Hello.
Luke as Mina. Yeah, it's Mina. And Gog as I want to say Bart, Bort,
Bert.
Silbog, Bert.
Hi.
Okay, so when we last left off, the party had been invited under misleading circumstances to visit Smallthought, who is a local ne'er-do-well in their small village. He accidentally confessed to them that he had recently stolen a large percentage of the village's medicine, and then admitted further that he had had that stolen medicine stolen from him by another party.
He's a bad thief.
Yeah, he's not very good at it. He attempted to get the party to help him reacquire the medicine because it was surmised that he was trying to get help from people, but not people so important that they would rat him out. You guys promptly ratted him out after finding out where he had or how he went about getting the medicine out and where he had lost it when it went missing. A single pair of small creature tracks led south from where he had left the medicine, and you guys assumed that that was the direction that the medicine could be. Briefly getting some members of the temple authority into the loop of what was going on regarding the missing medicine. Your characters headed off to find what they could. Not long after starting your journey, the trail became more populated as a series of 4 additional humanoids and 1 hooved creature seemed to intersect with the tracks that you were following south. Those tracks interacted in some way that didn't seem to result in combat, and then split ways, with the 4 plus their hooved creature continuing south, and the lone tracks that had been being followed continuing off to the east. This is too detailed. You guys followed some tracks. You found some goblins. You found a goat. You got the goat and some medicine. I didn't mean for that to drag on. I don't. You guys left off having just had illicitly acquired a goat, some nice water, and the goat's favorite food supply, which is apparently your village's medicine supply, and we're heading back north. That sounded about right to everybody?
Sounds good.
Oh, you guys had surmised that the lone pair of tracks probably belonged to a young tiefling girl named Fingerbite, who you'd had a run-in with earlier in the night. So you guys are continuing northward, having just acquired the medicine. It's about 5:30 in the evening. and you can travel further and further north. Before long, night falls, and it becomes inadvisable to continue making your way forward in the absolute darkness. Also, the goat becomes more and more easily spooked as it becomes darker.
I I would like to search for a suitable campsite that will keep us hidden from perhaps goblin pursuers who have realized their mistake.
Okay. What do you think? Maybe a survival check?
Sure. That's a natural 1
Okay.
for a total of 5.
Okay.
We're gonna get murdered by goblins.
Oh boy.
On the road.
So,
Just camp
hey,
on the road.
I sit down and I say, I'm tired. This is where we're camping.
it's actually a little bit more awkward than that, I'm afraid, Echo. You find a nice big open clearing. You get yourself to the center of it, and then you make a big bonfire. It's nice and cozy.
No one will notice this. We're safe.
We have sightlines in every direction.
Can't
Seems
argue with
great.
that.
The fire should keep the predators away. I mean, what more could we want?
I don't see anyone else rolling.
In all fairness, the fact that it's nice and open and this bright light has calmed the goat's nerves considerably, which is what matters the most.
Absolutely, there could be goat thieves out there.
It's us.
No, we're rescuers.
Okay. I like you. I rescued his gold.
That's how I remember it.
All right, so you guys set up to go to sleep, and you guys go to sleep. How does I've been meaning to ask you guys, how does the goat look? Is it really fluffy? How are its horns? I want some input.
Do any of us know anything about goat biology?
I could. It's a goat.
Is Fluffy good? I don't.
It's not fluffy yet. It's not winter, so it's like
That's a good point.
moderately fluffy. I'm sure because goblins had it, it probably doesn't have gigantic horns, or else, they would have been impaled a long time ago. And probably
We don't know how they cared for the goat.
it's probably not the cleanest.
Goblins might be goat people. They really like goats. We could have just stolen their goat god.
So,
Yeah, we might have.
It's a pretty big goat. I wouldn't put it past it.
Hmm.
I imagined something kind of ram looking, and then I did an image search for ram and got a bunch of pictures of trucks. So
Ram's a sheep.
It's a
I used to
sheep.
have a ram in my backyard. It was definitely a sheep.
Yeah,
that's just what my mind went to.
goats.
What
are
color is the
more-
goat? I don't know anything about animals.
Oh, can it be
Is
like
it goat colored?
I like a nice metallic
Like
red ram.
Ooh, I was just about to.
Silvak, could you do me a favor and roll a tardy animal handling skill check
What does tardy mean, and how do I roll?
with your hand and the dice?
All right, 15.
Okay. When you fed the goat earlier, when you gave it some of the medicine that you pulled out from the bag, the goat seemed very affectionate towards you. And as night approaches, the goat just kind of cuddles up and lays mostly on you, but somewhat near you, but mostly on. The goat, by the way, is about 8 feet tall and several hundred. I was going to say tons, but it's not that. It's several hundred pounds.
No.
like a ton
It's
or two.
That's bigger than I imagined from last week, but I like it.
8 feet tall to like its shoulders, or
the
from
head?
foot to head? Yeah,
Probably the head.
Let's go with head.
that's
What
way
about-
smaller than I imagined.
Oh. But all the better to like cuddle up to. I don't know.
I vote that it's fluffy if it's going to be cuddling up on me all the time.
Yeah, it can be fluffy. It's not as fluffy it will be later on in the year, but it's fluffy.
Sweet.
So you all gather around, get laid on, and turn in for the night.
No.
Ooh.
First of all, Echo stays on the opposite side of the large bonfire he has built from our resident magic users. And that's just where he sleeps. He sleeps away from the magic users. But he also keeps watch for the first half of the night.
Okay.
And then he will probably go over and try and wake up. Who would he wake up? Probably goes and wakes up Silvok halfway through the night with a nice kick.
Nice.
What the hell, man?
Your watch. Don't fall asleep.
Rub my eyes groggily, and I guess I'll be keeping watch, because I'm not gonna say no to the Catman.
This interaction, feet or rather inches away from your new friend, causes a bit of a commotion and a terrifying comes out, which does wake most of the party.
What
As
kind
I-
of check would I need to do to fall back asleep?
Whatever makes you forget that sound you heard.
As I get ready for bed, Mina believes that fire is a living entity, so she kind of is retelling her day to the fire before she falls asleep. She's talking to the fire.
The fire talks back in periodic cracks and snaps.
Maybe some popped?
No.
No pop. Does anything happen overnight while Echo or Silvok are on watch?
Yeah, it does. So fuck, make a perception check for me.
All right.
Oh, good.
Oh, good. Let's see. Where's my perception? 3.
Well, oh boy.
Yay! We're all gonna die.
Okay. I really didn't think the 9 had it.
I saw those gears turning. I'm scared.
Okay, so how are you going about, because you were sleeping with the goat on top of you. How did you go about conducting your half of the watch?
I got out from under the goat and maybe sat on the goat.
Okay. From this vantage point, you rolled a 3, and that's bad. But the goat seems to notice something.
Thank God.
It started making a fuss, making a sound, and it starts trying to position itself on the other side of the fire from whatever it sees off in the darkness.
All right, I'm gonna go wake up Echoes. And there's something hiding near the camp.
Reach up and grab him. What is it?
Something in the woods. I can't see it.
Get up. Which direction?
point towards wherever the goat was fussing towards.
I look into the darkness with my dark vision.
Yeah,
Like
why don't you
a-
guys have the human keep watching?
Make a perception for me. Perception check for me.
Natural 20.
Ooh.
1 to 20. Yeah.
Okay. A fair distance from the camp, maybe 55 or so feet, you see 3 creatures. They're not doing a terribly good job of hiding behind a tree, but they're giving it their all. There's 3 reptilian heads poking out from around the same tree, kind of Scooby-Doo style.
Okay. Would I recognize what kind of reptilian heads they are?
They appear to be, I want to say, koboldian in nature.
Okay. How has the weather been? Has it been rainy?
It's been relatively
Dry.
dry, but you guys have reason to believe that a storm is coming in the next couple days.
I was going to throw a lit branch at them, but if it's been dry, I don't really want to start a forest fire.
Only you.
Okay, I will turn to Silvok and say, "Tiny little lizard man, Trixie, I'll be right back." And I walk away from the fire in the opposite direction until I get into the darkness, and then I'm going to try and stealth around the campsite to get behind the kobolds.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go wake someone up. I'm gonna wake up Vanilla first, probably. Shake her awake,
What?
nudge her a little bit.
Stop. Go away. Let me sleep.
There's something out there.
No,
Echoes is gonna go check it out.
It's just small thought. Go away.
He said it was lizard men. I don't know what he meant by that, but that's what he said.
Fine.
As this is going on in the distance, there's a Echo. You stepped on a hiding kobold out in the darkness.
Okay, I don't lift my foot.
You're standing firmly on his back and he's reaching up, but you're just in the spot where he can't reach your
Okay.
Does anybody here speak Draconic?
Nope.
Definitely no.
Whoop. No.
All right. It says something that sounds like barking, and then immediately to your left, the echo, the shrubbery jostles, and the little lizard head pokes out from it, and you say, "Clever girl, I assume." Roll initiative.
Okay.
All of us?
All of us?
No, just Echo.
That's a 6.
Okay, sorry about that. That wasn't a very good initiative. The kobold that came out from the shrubbery and is adjacent to you pulls out a obsidian spike with some hide wrapped around to make a makeshift handle and tries to stab it into you in what can only be described as not cool.
Seriously.
Okay, that was a 23 versus your AC.
Yeah.
And 5 damage is done.
Oh boy.
Ow!
Okay, the one beneath you is incapable of bringing its weapons to bear against you, so it's going to try to push up and attempt to knock you prone. So I'm going to say a strength contest.
Strength or athletics?
Doing
I'll
an
take-
actual push-up.
Yeah, I'll take athletics.
That is another natural one.
Ooh.
Things are going so well today.
All right, so what's the
5.
Okay, so it got a 3. So
That doesn't make me feel better.
well, it should because you overpowered it. All right, and now it is your turn.
Okay, so I've got 1 foot on this kobold holding it down. And I have my Bident with me. So how close is the other kobold with the obsidian spike has to be like right up next to me, right?
Yes, he's all up odds.
All right. I pivot with my pivot foot being the one on top of the kobold. Just grinding him into the grass and dirt here a little bit. As I pivot around and stab with my Bident.
All right, I have to imagine kobolds are difficult terrain.
Well, I'm not moving.
Yeah.
I'm just shifting. That is a very terrible 9.
I'm afraid 9 does not cut it. He is able to block with his obsidian.
Fighting with hands and feet is harder than I thought.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. Okay, is that your turn?
It is because it feels silly to rage against 1.5 kobolds.
Okay, at this
He
point,
said right before he died.
We'll save you, maybe.
all right. At this point, the surprise round is over. Everybody hears grunting, yelping, and Echo getting stabbed a short distance away, about 20 feet away. And it's Rise and Shine.
Yay.
So the rest of you, please roll initiative.
Oh,
That's a 7. Wait, no, that's a 9 because there's an initiative modifier.
I,
Having a good night.
I got a 1.
I got 18.
8.
We need some
While
background.
he's recording initiative, I have had reports of my audio being not the best. Has it gotten better since I wiggled cords?
It started off crackly, then it got okay. I don't know if it will remain that way.
It has been crackly since you messed with cords.
But it was before, too.
Yes.
So when I'm talking right now, is it crackly?
No, that's clear.
Now it is fine.
You good.
Okay. I will touch nothing for the rest of the game.
Stay right there. Don't
Just
move.
Hold that position.
Kobolds or anything along those lines. Rolls for that. Roll.
Yeah, make a nature check.
Oh, 7.
They look like lizard dogs to you.
Well, that's not very helpful. I already knew that. I can see that. All right. I suppose. And how do I see how many there are?
You have dark vision, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you can see the two that Echo is engaged with. I don't recall if you were made aware of the three that were Scooby doing.
I was sleeping. So I am assuming not unless they're moving at this point.
Not just yet. They aren't.
Okay, so I see only two of them. I suppose I will try to. I mean, I'll do a firebolt at the one that Echoes is engaged.
The one belly
Not the one
flopped
on the
or
ground.
Okay.
Not the one on the ground. So I got a 21.
Yeah. You pegged that lizard dog right in the face.
And I rolled a 3 for damage.
Okay. I didn't nonsense. It was just fair. It was rude. All right, there's no way on earth that's a hit. 11.
No, thankfully.
It goes way wide because it can hardly see from all the fire. Then the one beneath you will again attempt to overpower you. Another a contested athletics check.
Natural 20. I'm all over the map, but it's very polar.
Yep.
You stomp the hell out of that guy, and he's not getting up anytime soon. Then, from the other direction, 3 kobolds start sprinting their way towards the fire. So let's see who's on this side of the fire. I'm going to say that this is the side that Echo wasn't sleeping on.
So most of us should have been on that side then.
Yeah.
Yeah. One kobold will run up and attempt to shank with another obsidian spike. Attempt to shank Mina.
Rude.
It's 13. I'm assuming that's a hit.
For Mina?
Realizing.
Oh.
I mean 17. Sorry.
Yes.
What did they roll against me? My armor class is 11.
Okay, yes, they hit you.
Oh.
They're stabbing you for 6 damage.
Okay. I cry a
Oh,
lot.
oh gosh.
At least you didn't die. A lot.
Yet?
Not yet.
Okay, the other 2 will stay a little bit further back and hurl rocks at you in their slings. One aiming for Osa. 14 versus armor class.
My AC is 15, so I'm good.
Nice.
And the other aiming for Felina. It almost hits its own foot.
Which is good
At
because
the-
I'm still probably trying to get my shield like ready.
At this point, it is Osa's turn.
Cool. I'm gonna probably notice that somebody's throwing rocks at me. I'm gonna ready my dagger and I'm gonna take a run at him. That's 1d4. Wait, no, I have to d10. I know how to play D&D. That's a 15.
Against the one slinging at you.
Sorry?
Which one are you attacking?
The one that was swinging rocks at me. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you certainly hit it.
Cool. So that's gonna be 6.
Oh, well, it's dead.
Oh, great.
Oh.
Love it.
Any other tricks for us?
No.
All right.
Sorry, I just like lost my mind for a second there. Nope, that's me. That's my turn.
What about you, Silvok? What you got for us?
What? Oh. I'm going to go ahead and pull out my short bow, which I probably would have had readied having heard all the commotion.
I'll give that to you.
I'm going to look with my feeble human eyes, maybe all squinty like some kind of mole man.
The three that just came from the opposite direction are just in the range of the fire's light. But
So they're perfectly visible to me.
Sure.
But they are not adjacent to any of my allies.
Correct.
All right. Well,
Actually, wait, no. One of them is adjacent to Mina.
That's true. Where's that relative to the goat? Is that nearer or further from the goat than I currently am?
Let's say nearer.
All right. Then I'm going to shoot at it. That one that stabbed Mina.
Yay!
It should be within range, being just on the other side of a fire, maybe, tops.
Yes.
That is a 12 plus 5, 17.
That hits.
All right. What's the damage on that thing? D6. 6 plus 3. 9.
That kobold also dies.
All right.
I'd appreciate if you guys would stop killing my kobolds.
And then
They
I'm
hurt
gonna
me.
move to the goat.
Okay. The goat seems a bit panicked. It doesn't like combat very much.
I still trust it more than any of these people.
It's
That's
harsh.
And warranted.
It's way bigger than you guys. Are you 8 feet tall?
No.
I could be.
Why?
Okay.
Do it.
All right. I'm assuming that's everything for Silvok.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Now it's Echo's turn.
Well, realizing that fighting this creature up close with a bident when I haven't had a chance might not be the best, or a chance to prepare myself might not be the best choice. I drop it to the ground and I pull out my hand axe. I'm going to try that as I, again, grind that other kobold into the dirt with my foot and swing with my obsidian-headed hand axe. 13.
That's a hit.
Hey. 6 damage.
The kobold is no longer alive.
And I drop his head at the face of the one I'm stepping on.
This is rude.
Hey,
All right. And I'm assuming at this point that Fenella is finally awake.
How far away is Echo from me?
About 20 feet. Maybe 25.
Echo, are you fine? I'll yell across.
Oh, yes.
With his yes, I'll pick up my shield, get my stick, and walk up to the kobold near Mina to hit it.
I think the one near me died, right?
There's one more, I think.
Oh.
There's another one not terribly far that's using its sling. That it's the one who slinged at you, but the one who came over and stabbed Mina is dead.
So I'll stomp over to it.
Okay, you're certainly within range.
Okay.
This one does not look terribly.
21.
Yeah, that will do it.
4.
It's dead.
Can we go back to bed now? Can I go back to bed?
All right, with that, it is Mina's turn again.
I'm just like limping, trying to find out what's left, what's out there in the distance, trying to recollect myself, gasping for air. What is left? Is there anything left?
You still hear some in the direction that Echo is. You still hear some yelping and barking coming from directly under Echo.
Puppies!
Evil puppies.
Maybe it was a nightmare. I mean, I'm pretty weak right now, so I think I will just position myself to see what's going on and but try to stay at a safe distance.
Okay. Echo, what's the damage on your Biden?
The damage on my butt. Are you trying to say I dropped it on him?
Oh, you didn't tell me anything other than you dropped it, and he's what's under you.
That's
Well,
true.
is this a one-handed or two-handed drop?
Let's call it a mic drop.
Versatile dropper.
If it's a one-handed drop, it is 1d6.
Okay. I'm afraid it didn't land. But
So it's just floating there?
yes.
Valid question.
But seeing as he's incapable of overmatching you in strength and having suddenly gained access to a weapon with which he can reach your vital organs, he does grab the Bident and attempt to stab you with it.
Okay.
He's not proficient. He rolled a 6. He just is gently rubbing it against your leg.
Hey,
Scratching and
put that down!
conveniently.
Okay, and now it is Osa's turn.
Cool. What's left for me to hit with a sword?
Just the kobold giving massages over by Eka.
Okay. I'm gonna viciously mock him. Yeah.
That seems fair.
Yes,
Yep.
it does seem fair.
So it needs a wisdom saving throw.
They are good at that.
Hey?
Made a 15. What's your DC?
It's 15. What's a tie?
I don't know.
Let's get the book out.
No, you hit. Yeah, you hit its. Shit, I don't know this system well enough.
So we all forget
Get-
the rules. of Dungeons and
Get the
Dragons.
book. Get the book.
I have the book. I'm good.
Does the DC get a modifier?
DC is just DC.
It's just something that's spellcasting.
It's already been modified.
Gotcha.
And for the sake of expedience, I'll say you hit him.
Cool. Sounds good. Okay. Oh, that's a 2.
Okay. It feels bad about the mocking, but it doesn't end its life.
That's too bad. It would have been really great if I ended his life through vicious mockery.
All right, it is Silvok's turn. You
All
are
right.
at the foot of this great goat.
It's a majestic beast. He's maybe a little bit spooked. I'm gonna look for a kobold to shoot an arrow at.
All right, you hear a lot of commotion, not too far from the fire, but I'm going to require a relatively hefty perception check to be able to see out there in the dark.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Oh, why am I giggling like a
Sideways.
5-year-old?
It happens.
I don't have a lot of room here. All right, better. So that will be a 10.
That is not hefty enough. You hear it out there, but you can't see it.
All right, I'm gonna kind of squint into the darkness, and I guess I'm gonna make us go to the book because I'm gonna ready an action. If I see a kobold, I'm gonna take a shot.
Why does that require the book?
Because I don't know if the rules changed. I would have to look at the book.
Yes, you can ready an action.
I was really hoping you'd just fire blind into something adjacent to your ally, but
Too many times I've had that mean I just take a lot of damage when my ally fires blind.
okay.
You're welcome.
And now it is Echo's turn.
Well, this is the last one I can hear about, correct?
Yes.
All right. Would you say that with my foot on it, that it is restrained?
Let me double check.
Hold on. Let me pull up my handy dandy DM screen.
It's so shiny.
A restrained creature's speed becomes 0. It can't benefit from any bonus to its speed. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. The creature has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Yeah, that seems about right.
Okay, just need to know. All right. So if it's restrained, I am going to just look down at it, grind my foot a little bit. I say, I hope you're the last of your kind. And then I put the claws of my bottom feet out and just rake at it.
All right.
Because I have claws. So with advantage, that is a 18.
That'll do it.
Plus your sadism modifier.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a 4 on the D4 for 6 slashing damage.
Okay. Yes, that is. You wouldn't have thought that a kobold's vital organs would all be right on the back, but apparently they are. It is.
I knew what I was doing.
Yes.
It is an unfortunate sight to behold, and it will require extensive cleaning of your foot.
Fair.
I can do that. With my
Initiative.
giant cat tongue.
I
Exactly.
think it's the first time he's licked kobold blood off of his own legs.
We call those weekdays.
I will walk back to... Or sorry, are we out of combat?
We are. The initiative is
All right.
ended.
I
So-
walk back to camp holding the 2 kobold bodies, and I say, I found breakfast.
Fabulous.
No.
For reference, if you hit a spell DC, like if it's a tie, then the person saving wins for future reference.
Okay.
So we did it wrong. Oh well.
In that case, all kobolds are immortal.
I'll just look at the heads that Echo's holding.
I have the bodies.
The bodies.
Just don't eat the heads.
Bella doesn't know. It's
Kobold
late.
cheek is very delicate. You know what I mean. Delicacy, kobold.
No, I don't.
Well, so we
I'm-
know one of them had some like obsidian armor or something, obsidian spike or something.
Yeah,
What was
they're
it?
effectively they're melee weapons. Effectively, they're similar to daggers.
And is that part of their body, or was it like an external weapon that they were using?
It is a weapon that they had on their person. They're just
Like a
fleshy.
shield?
Yes.
That'd be a really cool creature that just had obsidian claws or something.
Mhm.
Stop putting that in his head.
Next campaign, we have like a surgically modified tabaxi.
I am Wolverine Tabaxi.
I would like to search, I guess, the bodies of the two that were killed near me.
Yeah. Make a perception check.
A 17.
Okay. 17. You find their what they brought to the party, which was. Come on, where is it? Their sling, their dagger, and loincloths. So congratulations on acquiring 2 new loincloths.
Are the loincloths significantly different than their slings?
Yes. Far.
Just wanted to check. Those are tiny kobold bodies.
Why?
It appears as if a great deal more effort has gone into the construction of the loincloths.
I'm surprised.
Mm.
You also find some weird discs, Mina. They're very circular, very small, green. Kind of get this weird feel on your fingers when you're interacting with them. There's 6 of them total.
Okay. And I don't know what these things are?
No, not without a check.
What type of check would I use to identify these?
Oxidation.
They definitely don't appear natural, so something made these. So a history check might suffice.
Pick me.
Okay, I can do that. Well,
Even
I
you.
still don't know because I got a 6 total.
Okay, they don't taste very good.
Oh no.
Not food.
No, do not eat.
You just licked pennies.
All right, I will pocket the weird discs. And I will, I suppose, discard the loincloths and hold on to the sling and dagger.
You suppose? Considering it?
I don't think anyone would. I had to think for a second if somebody would actually buy it, but I was like, I don't think anyone's going to buy used loincloths, so.
Probably not.
Echoes, do you need some new loincloths?
If it's
You
small.
look over. Echo is holding easily the 2 bodies still, and they're like a third of his size.
For Echo,
I could use these as a loincloth.
for Echo, they're less cloth sized and more eye patch sized.
Oh, don't use them for that. No, just don't do that.
Got a leather Speedo.
Why would I do that? I don't need an eye patch.
Also, I want to quickly point out the scenario that happened. So Mina was considering taking the loincloths back to town. So at some point, she removed the loincloths from the corpse.
I'm very,
You have to be thrifty.
you know, I like to investigate a little bit. Maybe more than I should.
Yes,
Maybe.
definitely more than you should.
I think this awkwardly concludes my search of these two bodies. Somebody else
might be right.
take
It's still nighttime, right? So we can't really see anything beyond the glow of the bonfire.
Correct.
Okay.
Is the goat still spooked?
It. Sorry, I couldn't resist after I heard how goat-like that first sound was. The goat was spooked, but then it found most of the way through the battle. It found one of the bags of medicine and began.
Oh, good.
Oh, great.
Eating our supplies. Woo!
Fenella doesn't care right now. She's back in whatever tent, sleeping.
All right. Seeing that it's not in any foul state of mind, I relax a little bit.
I'm gonna go back to sleep. I think.
I'm gonna open my eyes really wide and just look into the woods for a little while.
Are you hoping to gain dark vision by doing this? Like,
I'm hoping to not get jumped by kobolds anymore.
fair.
Well, I can fix that because I start cleaning the bodies of the kobolds, preparing them for breakfast. Lizard meat is stringy, but still edible.
That's what I want. That's what I want. My breakfast still edible.
I'm sorry. Are you a savage?
Excuse me. I didn't mean any offense.
Savage cat man?
I feel like I should remind people that some of you got stabbed or wounded or are
Yeah.
on the brink of death.
Just a flesh wound.
I mean, you could wake
Deep
Fenella
flesh
up
wound.
again. Maybe I could help.
What time is it right now after this is all over?
You don't rightly know. It's still a fair distance away from sunrise. You feel.
Yeah, we don't have a moon to track.
If I were to sleep now, that wouldn't be like a deep rest or
Because you got so many hours of sleep prior, I'll give you guys a full rest, with the exception of possibly Silva.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to go lay back down and sleep off the damage that has been done to me physically and psychologically.
As a reminder, a long rest fully heals you, and you gain back half of the dice that you've spent. At level 1, we only have 1 hit dice, but you can use that hit dice at a short rest, which is only an hour, to heal back a little bit of health.
As you are drifting off, Mina, a towering presence looms over you and begins to lick your wounds.
Aww.
It's the goat.
Goat
Aw.
loves
His
you.
mouth is full of medicine.
Well, that's useful.
He has pulverized the medicinal plants and is now applying a poultice.
Best goat.
Just
She's a good
vomiting medicine into your wounds.
Wait, is this goat proficient in medicine checks?
You
Is
don't
this
know.
goat not a goat? This goat is a person. This goat is a person that has been turned into a goat.
Could be.
It was discussed briefly that the goat was actually several goblins wearing a costume in the first session.
I admire this goat for being so nice to me, and I'm gonna give it a little snack from my pouch.
Aw.
I
I admire this goat for its size.
And ingenuity.
Yeah, that's praiseworthy.
Okay, so you guys just about ready and head off to sleep with Silvok keeping watch?
Yeah.
Why, I don't know, but
I'm already back asleep.
Same.
yeah, here comes a perception check, guys. This is your doing.
If you want some eye patches, I know where you can get some.
If you want some pink eye,
If you're very lucky, it's just pink eye. Okay, you guys could have an uneventful remainder of your night and gain the effects of a long rest.
Swell.
I'm
We have
guessing that
cobalt
you,
for breakfast.
yes, you awake to an unforgettable, unspeakable aroma.
Would anyone like some cold bacon?
What?
Absolutely. Beggars can't be choosers.
Is there something to drink too?
It's always the medicine.
There's nice water.
I'm not waking up to nice water. Maybe a little bit.
Just a nip.
Take the edge off the meat.
Well, I am hungry, and I definitely take some co-bacon.
I'm all over
Yes.
that bacon.
Yes,
Well, it's
feast
here.
on our enemy.
All right, give me a D20 roll with your proficiency modifier, and I guess your no, not your int. Well, let's take your wisdom modifier.
Who's?
Who?
Both of us?
No, just Echo. Roll a wisdom proficiency
This
check.
is to see if he's cooked it well enough so we can
Yeah.
all die. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
I
That is a natural 4 plus 2 wisdom plus 2 proficiency for 8.
Okay.
not that hard to cook something.
No,
Come on.
it's,
I am a giant cat. I don't need to cook my food. I just like the taste of the crispiness.
start
yes.
gagging.
On the plus side, there is no chance whatsoever that this meat is contaminated with a disease. On the less positive side, that's mostly because it's just char.
Well,
What you guys didn't know is that when I finished cleaning it, I put it on sticks, put it over the fire, and went to bed.
Great.
it works.
I'd like to willfully subject myself to a wretch check.
Be my guess.
You knew you were awake the whole time.
That's true.
1.
I don't.
You
I,
failed to retch.
Yeah.
I don't entirely believe the result of your roll, but retching is a free action.
It is a 1. And I fail a wretch.
You guys, those of you who desire, steal a little bit of the village's booze, eat a little bit of this sentient creature, and are ready to continue along
Prove
in
it.
the morning.
Prove they're sentient.
Not
Well, they made
anymore.
our barking noises.
Kobolds much in our village?
So, what was that, Osa?
Do we just have we like? Do we know they're sentient? Do we have encountered kobolds reasonably often?
Not as often as the kobolds. The goblins. They're far less organized, far less numerous in the valley, but they'll show up every once in a while and try to take food. Usually,
They have loincloths. They're probably sentient.
That's true.
No, they're like raccoons.
Raccoons wear loincloths?
The raccoons?
That head shaking doesn't convey any information.
I don't know what you mean.
we need to
Use
call
your words.
an
That's
ambulance.
my answer.
Do you know what a raccoon is?
Do you know what a raccoon is in this world?
I'm rolling for it.
Have you ever met a dire raccoon?
No, I have not. I haven't
Do
a
they
clue
wear
what you're talking about.
loincloths? This is the prudent question right now.
Anyways,
Mm.
So as we are like getting ready to leave camp, I'm going to show my party the weird discs that I found in case they weren't aware of them yet.
Okay, yeah.
Cool.
Oh,
I'm
what
gonna
are
do
those?
An Arcana check? Is that or a history check? Which one do you think?
Don't eat it.
Fennel is immediately awake and grabs one. What is this?
don't eat
What
it.
was
I
the-
tried already.
Yeah, I
What
want
was-
to know too. Arcana or history? What do you think?
I'll take a history check or an arcana check. Take
All
either.
right. Well, they're exactly the same, so I guess it doesn't matter. Oh, that's a natural 20, so 24.
5.
Okay.
The archaeologist
That's
failed.
useless. No.
What are they're green?
You dropped
I don't
one,
like
it
them.
shatters.
You can have it back.
You're
Okay,
right, these do taste bad.
They don't appear to be magical in any capacity.
Do I know anything about them from the history check?
Yes. At first I was really hoping you were going to say from the History Channel.
Sorry to disappoint.
That's all right. They are small makers discs. Makers use these discs quite a bunch. When they're in better condition than this, they look shiny.
Are they CDs? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes.
No.
No, they're small. One of them is, because you know what you're looking for. One of them is tarnished so minimally that you are able to make out the face of an old man on one of the sides.
Man like Hugh Man?
Out of universe, is it a coin? Is that like what I'm
Yes,
picturing? Okay.
yes, it is a copper coin.
It's well, like that. Okay. Cool. These are some old things. We should take them back and.
Wait, what? All right.
These are old maker discs. Haven't you seen these before?
I will scramble after the one that I just dropped.
I will give it to you because I feel like.
Oh
you're
my
probably
goodness.
more interested in them than I am.
These are amazing. Look at this. There's a little face on it. How did they do that? I'm gonna add them to my pouch, squirrel them away.
Is someone in that?
Look, there's a face.
Are they stuck like that? Can they get? Is it dangerous? Can they get out?
No,
I don't think so.
no, it's just a drawing.
No, they merely got a small person and pressed their face into it.
Ah, yes. I should have done that with the kobolds.
Oh my days. These poor kobolds.
I love you guys.
What indignities.
I have a little bit more. I don't want it. All right, I'm going this way. And I point with a kobold leg. A charred kobold leg.
Is that way actually home?
Yes.
I reg.
I'd like. Do I know which way home is from where we are?
You could attempt to dig up the trail you guys were following.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a survival check.
I got an 11. Well, I know more than Echo knows.
That's my third natural one.
Hooray!
Who's rolling this? Just those two?
Well, I rolled survival. I got an
Okay.
11.
That's pretty good. Fenella, you believe you pick up the trail.
It's this way. Come on. And she'll
No,
keep looking
over
at
here.
the coins this way, and she'll try to grab Echo and pull him along. It's this way.
My goodness!
Now, don't
Alright,
fuss. We just have to go home.
Oh, what a waste of a good kobold.
You can find another one later.
That's a
No, that was the
horrifying
last one. I even
implication.
told him that. Before I killed the last one, I said, "You are the last of your kind." And I killed him.
You should have told him
Well
you were going to
done.
make bacon out of him.
Okay, so you guys continue following this trail.
Yes.
Okay, about an hour after you guys headed out, you are finally able to start seeing the sun, and you realize that you guys are traveling to the west.
Well,
Almost immediately after you make that discovery, you find a small opening in the forest, and from the opening is a pillar of stone going up about thigh high of stone bricks, similar to those you would see at the stone river, but smaller in shape, making a perfect circle, which is hollow and goes into a dark pit. The trail leads to that pit. The pit has a rope coming out of it tied to a tree.
Have I seen this location before, being a traveled ranger?
No. You've seen something similar to this at some Maker's Ruins, but just the weird round stone bricks.
Can I do a history check?
Yes.
Cool. 15.
Okay.
What do I know?
The Makers had means of pulling water from dirt, and they used these devices to go about doing it.
Okay, so, hey team, there's water at the bottom of this pit. If we stop, there might be some stuff in it.
let's go look at it.
How do you know there's water down there? Did you look in there?
No,
It's-
but like I've seen these before. The old people, the makers, they used to like pull
It's
water.
a water ring.
Is that what we're calling it? Okay, it's a water ring.
I wish we had a water ring. Like, the village needs a water ring.
Is this like when they do the water dance for the rain?
No,
I
but
don't-
it's like this all the time. If you could do one dance and you'd have water forever from a ring.
Why did they put the water all the way down there? How are we supposed to get it?
We,
Why have we not picked this up and brought it with us yet?
I think the water stays here without the rocks. I mean, you could bring the rocks, but you wouldn't bring the water.
Then the ring has nothing to do with the water.
But it does.
Exactly.
So let's get the water
You
and
needed
bring
to
it.
keep the dirt away from the water. At least as far
This
as
is
I know.
silly.
I'm gonna pull on the rope and hope that there's something at the other end. Does it feel like there's something, or does it feel like I'm just pulling rope?
It mostly feels like you're pulling a rope. There is something at the end, though, and this is made obvious to you because you hear a loud clattering of bones attached
I
to
will
the end
run
of the rope.
over to look.
I'm gonna walk over too and offer to light up the well that is here.
Okay, with both of you have dark vision, so it's not exactly necessary. The pit only goes down about 30 feet. But attached to the rope is a series of bones that jingle as Osa is pulling it up.
That's not good, is it?
Are they decorative?
A series of bones like tied together, or
Yeah,
like cartoon skeleton.
Like wind chime skeletons, or like this was a creature skeleton?
More like a wind chime.
Oh.
So someone's
Nice
gonna come out
one.
now. It's just I can feel it in my blood.
I
Can
begin
we
keeping watch on the surrounding forest.
can we see the bottom of the well when we're
Yeah.
looking in?
You can. It's about 30 feet to a smooth brown stone floor.
Can we see what kind of bones these are? Are they up yet? Does that?
When you pull them up, you are able to tell that they are deer bones.
Deer bones. Okay. Have they been here for, like, can we estimate how long they've been here? Is there a check for that?
I'll take a survival check to try to get a rough guess.
It's gonna end in tears. 13.
They aren't ancient by any means, but they aren't recent.
Okay.
I'm going to walk over to the well and look down into it, be suddenly struck with vertigo, and back away.
This one doesn't have water. Very interesting ring.
I'm gonna chuck a pebble. Is there any pebbles? Can I chuck a pebble in?
Yeah, certainly.
All right, I'm gonna chuck a pebble in.
All right.
What do I hear?
Just the clattering of a pebble against the stone surface.
Hello?
So there's no.
Is anyone down there?
It's a bit of an echo. You can hear your own voice.
What?
When you damn it. There's a bit of a acoustic feedback. It's a concept you are familiar with.
I would assume so at this point.
Do we know where? I mean, just like relative to where the village is, do we know where we are right now?
You guys believe you're probably about 7 hours south and maybe an hour west of the village.
I would just like to say I wanted to go in the right direction.
I'm pretty sure you pointed us the exact opposite way of this.
That is not true.
With Echo's one, Echo pointed in the direction that you guys got the goat from.
Prove it.
Well, are we going in? Are we going to, like, there's
Why
a
would we
floor,
go
right?
in?
Why wouldn't we?
There's no water.
Well,
You said there was water. There's no water. Why?
but I want to come back here. Are you sure we aren't going in?
I'm happy to go in with you. That sounds cool. That sounds like an adventure. And you know what happens to people who go on adventures? They get
They
salt.
die.
Oh, no,
die.
Die.
Well, but we have the medicine. We should probably get that back first, but I could mark this down. I've never seen this ring before.
Mark it on what?
She'll pull
Go.
out, like, she'll start to search around and find some clay that's left over in a pocket and pull out a stick.
You're
Should-
going to stick the rock?
No,
We have a writing system, you know. That's a thing.
just because you've never come to classes to learn how doesn't mean it doesn't exist. You had the offer. And she'll start to, I'll start to mark in the clay, kind of where I think it might be, like a little dotted line and a little, like, X.
Is there a decent sized tree nearby?
Sure.
I climb the tree.
All right.
Athletics?
Yeah. But you're a cat, so you have advantage.
Cool.
I should have been a cat.
18.
What was
All
I
right,
thinking?
yeah. Without difficulty, you're able to climb this tree.
Okay, I climb the tree and look for local landmarks.
Okay.
Oh,
Also, Fenella, make a intelligence check with proficiency.
okay. I don't think it will matter. A 5?
Our archaeologist, I think, needs to refresh on some of the things that she knows.
There
My
is a
sleep was
water ring
interrupted.
in the world.
There's trees and some grass near it.
Okay, from up on top of that tree, you can see there's a series of hills to the southwest, which you are familiar with. The valleys that those hills create within the valley are some of the most traveled paths from Tana to the other village. So those hills are definitely a landmark.
Okay. All right. I kind of glance around, get my bearings, And from that, I also kind of look out towards where our village would be. Can I see it from here?
There's too much tree cover, unfortunately.
Okay. I will climb back down and say, I know how to get back here.
Oh, great! I don't need to do this. And then she'll ball the clay back up. I kind of made a mess of it anyway at the start.
Just imagining like Play-Doh, just
Shove it back in her pocket.
How are you going to carry that to begin with?
Just walking around with wet clay in your pocket.
I had a pouch for it.
In my
It's not
bag,
just,
guys.
it's just not by itself. I mean, it is by itself. I'm.
All right, for using my newfound location and the distance to the hills, am I able to make a survival check to lead us back home?
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
Check.
Oh, good. Natural 3. 7.
Okay.
We're never going home.
We're lost out here.
Forever.
I'm starting to get concerned now. I had not prepared.
Can I like be like, are you sure it's that way? I'm not.
Be my guest.
I'm sorry.
It feels wrong.
Who
Nope. Well, nope.
led
7.
us to this strange water ring that has no water in it?
I only got a 7. I had a 2, so.
I'm a little bit prepared because I have not yet prepared content for you guys to endlessly wander the wilderness.
We'll never
Yeah.
get home.
You're the GM. You can make these decisions. You can have mercy on us.
That doesn't sound like. I don't know what GMs you've had in the past, but
What?
Not very merciful ones, I will admit.
Yeah.
Sorry, John.
okay. Having kind of fixated on those hills, that is exactly where I guess that's to lead you guys.
I have brought us to the hills, now to home.
I guess a better vantage point.
Okay, so Luke, roll a d6. I should say Mina, sorry.
2.
Okay, after 2 hours of wandering towards the hills, you guys have the opportunity here to please roll higher than a 10 in a survival check.
I look around and I'm like, I don't think this is the right way, and I've traveled a lot in my past, so I'm gonna check it.
I have to simple math. 13.
6.
13. I got a 13. Is that enough?
My dice know that once we get back to town, I'm going to do terrible, terrible things.
I got a 5, so
I think you're more likely to just do regular things terribly. Or actually both. You're kind of a monster also.
I mean, I just rolled a 12, so I guess that doesn't help either.
Okay,
13?
You guys recognize that you guys are heading in the wrong direction and start heading in the opposite direction. So, roll me a d6.
The good news is those goblins will not be able to
1.
follow us.
All right, after an hour. No, screw that. You guys keep going until. Sorry to make you roll for nothing. You guys keep going. You guys find a weird abandoned camp in a big clearing with a burned out bonfire in the center.
Hey, my kobold leg!
Oh my god.
Still good.
I just give the worst stink eye to the people that have been leading us for the past however long we've been walking.
I told you guys we were walking in circles.
Shouldn't the Rangers have come out looking for us by now?
No,
I look at the
here.
goat.
Shouldn't
and
have,
I'm just
shouldn't
like,
the Rangers
"Take
have
me
let us home?
We should have waited for them. They
I'm
would have
sorry.
known what to do.
Every time I tell you a direction, I get interrupted, and we go in another direction. So, has the ranger been leading you? No.
Well, let's just go home. We know which way it's not.
We know which way west.
thoroughly.
I start clicking my heels together.
22. Natural 18 on the survival check.
All right. You rediscover the tracks that you guys had initially followed. You also see the tracks of some idiots who headed off west,
Aw.
and you guys start the journey up to town.
I turn to Fenella as we're walking and say, maybe next time leave the ranging to the rangers.
All right. So I'll get the medicine back to our leaders. Yep. Sounds great.
I'll track down Small Thought and kill him.
Nope. No.
Okay, Silvok, you track down Small Thought and kill him. I will track down Fingerbite and kill her.
Oh, no.
Can't kill children because they
Why?
don't know any better. They have
That's
time.
She's a small cub that hasn't been taught her proper manners yet, and
You're okay with me eating the kobolds?
Kobolds are adults.
No, we were not okay with that.
We were
Speak for
hungry.
yourself. I was down.
It's only a small leap from kobolds to children tieflings.
What she
Okay.
really needs is someone
You
to
should
guide
talk.
her, someone like you to teach her the correct ways in the world.
No.
You'd make a great ranger.
I am a ranger.
She
No,
needs,
she would.
She would. If you took her under your wing and began to teach her correct manners.
Mm,
I mean, her elder isn't doing her any good right now. She bites everyone.
Only the fingers.
You could teach her.
I will think about this and decide whether I'd rather eat her or teach her, or neither.
You could
Don't-
teach her to be eaten.
Whatever the elders decide.
The elders love eating children.
Excuse me?
Surprise!
Okay,
Plot twist.
you guys.
Yeah,
you
be so
guys-
Plot twist, you're the only non-cannibals in the town.
Okay, you guys make your way to Tana. By then, it's later than you would have liked. It's almost sunset even.
I'm hungry.
I just want to
Looks
say,
at the goat.
sorry, breaking the immersion here for a moment. I just want to say, the more we talk about cannibalism, the higher our view count goes.
Oh, yeah.
Don't do it.
Okay, so it's getting late in the day and we're close-ish to town.
Yes, when you guys arrive in town, you see that everyone is eating each other.
Oh, we lost a person. No correlation.
Aw.
Okay, you guys get to town. You have your massive goat.
So we
And
got a lot
the
of business to attend to. We gotta take the medicine back to where it's supposed to go. Let someone wait. Did we even tell anyone other than your church friend that the medicine was missing?
He went on to tell everyone else. So
Okay, so we should probably inform someone important that we got the medicine back,
Yeah.
and then put the medicine back.
we'll go back to
Um,
Diero. He needs to know. I'll give it back to him. We'll have to find out what else this goat likes to eat. She can't eat this anymore. Or well, maybe for snacks. I'm sure you can find some lying around.
Okay. We'll see how that works out.
Things we are allowing the goat to do. Possibly eat the town's medicine for snacks.
They're mostly herbs. We grow a lot of them.
Are you gonna stop it?
I mean, goat is just as tasty as kobold.
Not
Oh, but we can
more?
get milk from the
Prob-
goat.
Yeah.
Probably better. I'm gonna go with better.
She's very useful.
Although if she does die, that will be a lot of meat. Just, by coincidence.
Anyways,
I
I'm
guess
just saying,
it
if she
would
should
be.
happen to die, like, she's obviously useful as a living goat.
Yes, let's keep her alive for as long as we can.
it is our best healer.
Yeah.
All right,
All right.
so we have gotten to town.
Where do
Fenella
you go
is
first?
bringing the medicine, and I guess she probably needs help carrying the jugs.
Yeah.
Of,
One's broken.
I
so
volunteer.
someone-
I'll help.
Oh,
Who's taking care of the goat right
Excellent.
now?
probably Silvok.
Yeah, take your pet. It's yours.
She likes you. You can bring her to one of the stables.
We have stables? Wow. We're advanced.
Big enough for this?
No, she can stay outside.
Is there a designated farmer or animal handler in our village? Because I have a surprise for them.
There are several people who tend to the village's animals.
That is our goat. You are not allowed to pawn her off.
To the village that we are a part of? For free?
all right. So I think 3 of us are bringing the medicine and alcohol.
Yep.
Silvok is figuring out what to do with the goat. And I don't know.
Probably you could come with us. Your elder might
I
want to
guess.
hear
Why don't
about
we
this
all-
as well.
Go bring medicine back. We can all get the glory from it.
Yes.
Okay, you guys head up to the small hill to the west of town, which makes up the elders' compound.
I'm going to keep out of that situation. I'm going to go to the farming thing instead.
Okay. It's a small longhouse for official meetings, and then 2 side chambers. One is the small storage hut, which Small thought bamboozled, and the other is a small chamber for the elders to discuss things in private. When you enter the longhouse, you see Diero there and Small thought. Small thought looks up at you guys and sees the medicine, and a big smile gets on his face. You guys found my medicine!
Yep, we sure did.
Whose
Great.
medicine?
More
Excuse me?
medicine. Wink,
Whose
wink.
medicine?
He walks over to acquire his medicine.
I'll slap his hand.
Ah!
No, it's not yours.
I have a lot to be thankful for. You guys helped me out so much. I didn't think it was a good idea to get the elders involved, but they promoted me.
They
I'm-
did.
I'm now in charge of all of the outhouses.
Oh, wow. That's
That's
so
wonderful.
good. I'm so
You're
proud
going to
of
be so
myself.
good at that job. They made a good choice.
I'm just gonna give these back to Diero now. All right. Yep.
Thanks.
Great.
Diero takes the bags and the pots. The elders wanted to speak with you all.
All of us.
Yes, I believe so.
Silvok's off at one of the pens. We brought a goat back with us, but that's irrelevant. Should we go get him before they speak to us?
They're not going anywhere.
I'll get him.
Okay.
I walk outside. What time of day is it?
It's twilight.
Shouting time.
Silva!
Somewhere far off in the village, you hear.
I walk back in. Silvok's still with the goat.
Just, well, I don't want to keep them waiting up forever. Could we meet without him and fill him in, or do you need to know? Do you need him? You know what I'm.
They'll probably want his side of the offense as well.
Damn it.
All right. I'll be right back.
I follow her out, and as she's walking away, Silva!
If you could see her eyes, they'd be like closed and grimacy.
Covering her ears.
Yep.
You guys head to the largest pen. That's your first guess. And you see the head animal handler furiously yelling at Silva. How am I supposed to do with this? This is so much goat.
I'm sure you can find room for her.
Look, I don't know. You're the person to talk to about these things. We found this. It's yours now. Goodbye.
Please don't kill it.
He just keeps shaking his head, looking at the goat. Oh my.
It's gonna like eat our entire food supply.
It's
I'm
friendly.
telling you, the answer is always eat it. It doesn't cause problems after what you've eaten it. Giant
Right.
goat, eat it.
Say that when that kobold comes back up.
You guys.
Dead kobolds can't be raised from the dead if they eaten.
Alright, I would require an Arcana check to see if anybody knew if that was true or not. Alright, you guys catch up to Silvok, though.
We have confirmation from Melis Soccer.
So I don't know how, but I'm trying to convince the person, whoever this rancher, animal handler person is,
He seems
that
to
this
have-
goat is somehow going to help him in any way.
He has resigned himself to his fate. He recognizes that there's nobody in the valley who is better suited for this challenge than him, but he's not looking forward to trying to overcome.
I'm gonna tell him this is your test. If you can overcome this, you could tame any wild beast. You will be the greatest giant goat handler the village has ever known.
Silvok, get the hell away from me.
Get
I-
out.
Turn around and walk away.
You hear soft sobbing as you leave. What am I gonna do with this goat?
Back to the elders. We have retrieved Silva.
Didn't Fenella just go to get him?
Yeah,
Oh.
and you're following me, yelling his name. Like a town
Well,
Got
crier.
it. Got it.
Hey, Silvok.
All right, so I'm guessing I see these people, this sad bunch.
Oh, you probably hear us long before we get there.
I yelled one more time.
Continuously.
One more time, then two more times than anyone wanted.
Good, you're here. We have to go.
Why?
The elders want to see you, along with all of us.
Okay.
I mean, who could turn them down? No one.
All right, I go with them.
All right, you guys make your way to the elders' chambers in the elders' council, or compound rather. The chamber has a crescent-shaped table with 3 large chairs on the opposite side. The opening of the crescent faces the door, and as a result, you all. There are 2 people sitting in 2 of those chairs. Well, you recognize both of them. It's a small town. One is Quiet Frog. Quiet Frog is the head of the Rangers. He's short even for a gnome. He's clean shaven. He has white hair, which he wears in thick braids. His face is covered in positively gruesome scars. And he keeps very well-kept leather armor. And he sits perfectly still and silently, just watching you all. The other elder is Sylphus. He's a elderly, bald half-elf with a wispy gray beard. He wears some of the finest robes that Tana has produced, and he alternates between nervously tapping on the table and nervously shaking his leg as you enter. The third empty chair belongs to Taru, who is the third elder. A few decades ago, she got kind of in a weird mood and moved far to the east, where she started digging a massive hole straight downward. Every once in a while, Quiet Frog will send rangers to check on her and make sure she has supplies, but that's pretty much the only contact she has with the village anymore. But she's still technically an elder, so her hut and her chair are in the town.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, guys.
Sylphus gestures you guys to enter the chamber.
I'll bow low and wait. I won't say anything.
I'm gonna be kind of in the back.
Hiding behind the giant cat.
Sure.
I understand there's been some mix-up with our medicine.
Well, yeah, but we got it back.
Wonderful. You are assets to the village.
Thank you, Elder. I look around like, why am I the only one talking?
Anything to help the village.
I don't suppose while you are out there you saw a young
So what?
A young...
Sorry, you cut out.
Talina.
No.
Did I?
Is...
Is that finger bite?
Yeah.
That is Fingerbite's given name.
No,
No.
we saw old tracks that might have been hers, but that was from before the medicine was stolen, or the night of, probably, potentially.
It's unfortunate. You 5 are the last adults who have seen Talina. She's been missing.
I
So
sigh.
I'll turn to Echo.
Oh shit.
Why is this a problem?
No.
I understand that she can be difficult at times, but she is still one of us.
She traded the town's medicine and alcohol to goblins.
Did she now?
Yes.
Possibly, but possibly
Almost
tricked by
definitely.
small thought.
I mean, really, I would blame Small Thought for this if it were me.
He, I believe, mentioned that there was tree sugar as a reward.
Sylphus nods slowly. Please, tell us what happened with the medicine. How did it end up in Talina's hands?
Small Thought stole it and buried it outside the walls. And Fingerbite saw him do it dug it back up and brought it into the woods to goblins.
That is very troubling. But she survived that encounter with them, right?
Yes.
To our knowledge.
Her tracks walked away.
And back to the village.
I
We
see.
followed it back to the village, didn't we? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We did.
Followed it back
We're great
to
at
that hut, that specific place.
I wonder if you would be willing to do us a favor.
anything.
Hunt her down and finish her off?
We wish to, first of all, know that she is safe. And second, we wish to go about correcting this behavior. It is hard to blame one so young for their actions.
Treason is treason.
Jeez.
I was gonna say it's pretty easy to blame someone so young for their actions.
Were not we all young once? Did not I at one point go on a joyride with when I was a young girl?
It is okay if you do not seek to fulfill this duty.
I look to Small Frog.
Quiet Frog is still,
Quiet Frog.
still sitting perfectly still, perfectly quiet. That's his usual method of existing.
Good man.
So no
Well-
indication.
No, you have to assume that he speaks to Sylphis. Otherwise, why would he bother showing up at all? But he very rarely speaks to anybody else. The most that Echo has ever gotten to indicate to Echo that Small Frog approves, or excuse me, Quiet Frog approves of him, was one pat on the back once for a particularly impressive sparring match.
Despite her unusual behavior, she is a young tiefling, like I once used to be. And as a relative newcomer to this village, I can kind of see how she feels unguided, and I would like to help her. But I leave the choice up to the rest of the people here to decide whether they would like to join me.
I'm glad you'll be joining. At least me. We'll
Well,
find her.
yeah. Probably shouldn't let her die. I'll come along.
Echo, she needs a teacher.
Mina just offered that.
Think of all the fun things we might encounter on our journey that you can kill that are not Talim.
Again, looks at Silent Frog, or Quiet Frog, like they're calling the wilds fun.
This Quiet Frog makes very noticeable but minute sigh. Looking, then he shifts his gaze from the door. He hadn't bothered looking at you guys yet, and shifts his gaze to Echo and just goes,
We leave in the morning.
Aw.
Wonderful. Sylvok?
I don't know. I got some errands to run.
No, you don't.
My mistake.
You were great back there. We
Yeah, almost getting us killed. That was great.
No, we brought a goat back to the village. We got the medicine
Exactly.
back. We didn't. There was no bloodshed needed.
Except for those kobolds.
For once, your lives were put to good use. Which could be
Um,
useful in the future, I think.
I just realized that we've missed our break. So should we take 5 minutes right now?
We can do that.
Sure.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so let's do the 5 minutes and then come back in the morning.
All right.
Sounds
I think
good.
we've all agreed to go, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Or
Almost.
have been told.
We've voluntold him.
Yeah.
That's
All right.
Okay.
All right. Back soon.
All right. So we are back from our break. So when we left off, everybody but Silvak had agreed or been encouraged to go and find Talina for the elders. It is the next day. And I assume we're going to start off with the other members trying to convince Silvak.
Where are we even going?
Well, we have to find out where she went.
Sylphus had some ideas on where you guys might start your search. He said a young boy named Bord had been the first or the last person to see Talina. He also suggested checking in on Larik, who is her adoptive father, and he also suggested talking to guards.
Can I solve the puzzle?
Roll to solve.
I think I know what's going on here. I will roll. I don't know why or what, but it's a 14.
You did not solve it.
I think you remember those gems we took? I think
Yeah.
that's the person responsible, maybe the person whose gems they were.
That's
The
an
gems
interesting
were the
theory.
Goblins.
Because those gems most likely came from the transaction with the goblins. I don't know what the goblins were doing with them, but then the gems were under one of the beds in the thought house. And then we took them, and then one of the closest associates, being the finger bite, suddenly goes missing. I think there's a good probability those events are connected.
He has large thought, or is that what his name is?
That guy,
Thought?
what's
Big thought.
Big thought. Also,
Big thought?
those gemstones were uncut kyanite, by the way.
Kyanite. Great. Now I have to
so
Google.
doesn't
We
matter.
still have yet to know
Shiny
where Big
rocks.
Thought is,
Correct.
who may or may not be involved in theft in general.
Also, he could have taken Talina. You never know.
Or, plot twist, she didn't do any of this and just followed Big Thought when he took the medicine from Small Thought.
That is also a possibility.
I don't
In
think
which
the
case-
father
In
is
which
going
case,
to
I'm only
know.
slightly happy that I didn't eat.
No, I think that most of this is Big Thought's plan. I think that this is entirely playing out exactly how Big Thought wanted, except for his gems getting stolen. That's on us. So if that little girl's dead, it's pretty much our fault.
Silvok and Echo, did you want to talk to the guards? Maybe Mina and I could talk to Bord and Osa too.
Yeah. I don't think the father's going to know much since we went there
He's
the previous
useless.
night.
He is
or
absolutely useless.
And he didn't really care about anything. So
He didn't know where she was that night.
It's actually something I was surprised you guys didn't pick up on last session. The whole time you'd been following these footprints of Talena, and her father makes shoes.
She's not wearing shoes. Is she?
She was not.
That's sad.
Yeah, so he's kind of a bad guy, but I don't think he would murder a child. He probably forgets he's responsible for 90% of the time on a good day.
All right, so
So I would ask any guards if they've seen the little finger bite girl or Big Thought.
and then us three will go find the little child that is her friend. You said,
Yeah.
correct?
Yes.
I don't know what kind of role to ask for this. Want to know if this is something I think Big Thought could orchestrate.
This level of thinking, it's usually not something that people are privy to before Big Thought's plans come into action. He's pretty good about swooping in on people when they are still oblivious to the possibility of him doing so. But yeah, he has a reputation for really elaborately getting what he wants from people.
So in my mind, this could easily be something that he is behind.
Yes, it's not.
Okay.
It's yeah.
Well, let's investigate.
All right. Who's going first?
I think we should check out the Thought House.
Okay.
Sure.
I'll go along with that.
I'm heading towards board.
I'll go too with to board.
Okay. So you guys get to the Thought residence pretty early in the morning.
Does it look like anyone's home?
Nothing. No fire is burning inside.
All right, I'm gonna look around, see if anyone's looking. You know that thing you do when you're about to do something kind of shady. I'm gonna look around, make sure no one's about to witness me. I'm gonna stick my head in and see what's going on.
Okay. Within, you see Small Thought is asleep on his bed, and he smells awful, dreadful. But you don't see anyone else in there.
I quietly retch. I look where we got the gems from? Was that Small Thought's bed or the other bed?
It was not Small Thought's bed.
It was
Big Thought.
The bed
The other.
adjacent.
Does the area look at all like it's been messed up, like he was looking for something or anything like that?
Make a perception check.
13 plus 1.
The area doesn't look noticeably different from when you were last here.
Okay, I'll leave.
It smelled really bad.
Good.
He deserves it.
Well, that's the end of my investigation there.
All right. Fenella and Mina, you guys go to visit Board. You go to the place, the hut that he lived.
Board?
Hello, board.
And Alfoman opens the door to the hut. Hello, can I help you?
Hi, it's Fenella. We're just looking for Board. Is he home?
He's home. He's still not feeling very good after yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yeah, another kid beat him up and shoved mud down his mouth.
Was it Talina?
Yes, it was Talina.
Right. Of course course she did. She's not
Do you
in
know
the
what-
village right now.
Do you know what time that happened yesterday?
Was it the
It-
morning?
It was morning, I believe.
Well, I'd really like to talk with Board because right now we're having a hard time finding Talina, and I would like to know why they were arguing. And I know they're friends.
Of course. Come inside, please.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry to disturb you.
All right, she leads you into a side room of the hut where Board is sitting up in his bed playing Game Boy.
What an interesting device you have there, young man.
He's actually just sitting up. When you come in, Felina, he looks confused, and when Mina comes in, he looks unhappy.
Wow.
Oh. Hi.
I don't have any tree sugar.
Did I cause this last time? I might have done this. That's out of character. I'm
Where did
sorry
you-
that she did this board. You know how she is. She's in trouble right now.
She's a little devil.
She'll be in trouble when she gets home too, but she's in the kind of trouble that might be over her head. Like, yeah, she might not come back. Do you know what happened after she beat you up?
Yeah, she sat on my throat and put mud in my mouth.
Oh my god.
Why was she picking on you in the first place?
She said that somebody said that I had tree sugar.
I said that last time. Fenella feels really, really guilty. I will reach out and touch him and cast Cure Wounds on him to make him feel better.
Okay, it does. In addition to curing wounds, it does feel nice to be cured. So he smiles.
I'm
You're
so
not-
sorry she did that.
You're nice though. Why are you with a devil?
A devil?
Is
No.
that racist? I don't know.
No, this is my friend Mina. This is my childhood friend.
Friends don't have horns and friends don't have tails.
They do, because my friend
Racist.
does.
Everyone's a little bit.
Also, she's Yvelda's friend. You know
I
Yvelda.
like Yvelda.
Yeah, everyone loves Yvelda. They were best friends growing up.
Do you put mud in people's mouths?
Only people who call me devils.
He kind of scoots away from the bed.
But you didn't call her that, did you?
No,
No.
obviously lying.
No, she's a
Alright.
friend. So, did Talina run away after she,
Yeah, my friends were coming when they realized that what was happening, and I think they chased her off.
Do you know which way?
I don't know. I had mud in my mouth.
You couldn't see.
Well,
Did Talina ever tell you about any sort of plans that she was getting involved in before yesterday's tree sugar incident?
A few days ago, I was pulling her tail, and she was upset, and she said that her forest friends were going to be better friends than I ever could be, and I pulled her tail some more.
Forest
Ford.
friends.
You
Oh,
don't pull tails.
she's a goblin. That's why she likes the goblins. Not literally a goblin, figuratively a goblin.
Have you ever seen these forest friends of hers, or did she just say forest friends?
She just made them up. She doesn't have friends. She has
Oh.
horns.
Ford.
Oh. I'm.
We have some great parents in our community.
You don't pull people's tails. I don't
What
even
kind
know
of
where to
what
start
kind
with
of
you.
creature is Bored, by the way?
Boyd is a little human. He's
Little human.
wearing gray clothes. He has brown hair and brown eyes.
I just turn to Fenella and I say, I think this is probably all we're going to get out of him.
We should find his friends. They might know where they chased her. Well, I mean, they would know where they chased her. If we can get it out of them is another question.
Who are her other friends? Who else was there when you guys were playing?
No, she doesn't have any friends, but
Oh.
my friends are he I don't want to come up with 5 kids' names off the top of my head, so he names some kids that you guys are aware of in town. The last of which, for storyline's sake, his name is Camera.
Cameron. Okay.
Yes.
Well, thank you, little human Bored.
When you find her, can you sit on her throat and put mud in her mouth?
No.
Yes.
Don't
not
pull her
there.
tail. Don't be mean. She won't put mud down your throat. All right, let's go find Cameron.
Wait. As we're leaving, I'm casting thaumaturgy in the room.
Of course.
I just need to determine what is going to happen. So give me just as I can see what I'm able to do. I can cause harmless tremors in the ground for 1 minute. So that is what I'm going to do.
Okay.
And we leave.
Okay. As you are leaving, the Board doesn't know whether or not he wants to dive under the bed, but he considers it, but he thinks the tremors might be worse there, so he just goes under the cover.
Fair enough. We leave.
All right. What are the 3 of you who went to visit Small Thoughts stinky residence?
Silverbox still in the house? I assume we're just waiting outside for him.
No, I came out. I'm
He
done.
came out.
What'd you see there, bud?
Nothing. Let's go do something else. Search somewhere else.
Are you sure? Like, you couldn't just let us in the front door or what? You
There's,
sure?
there's nothing in there. It's pointless. Let's go ask some guards.
Well, if you insist.
Yeah. So we had to.
There are 3 entrances into the village, and each one has a small little guard posting.
Which one is closest to the Thought residence?
That would be the northern one.
Okay, we'll head to the northern one first.
It's a good plan.
All right. You see a dwarf sitting down on a far too large of a stool for him, looking out into the wilderness.
Hey,
What? He looks around panicked. Hey! He startled me.
you're supposed to be on guard.
Yeah. So don't come up on somebody on guard and jump out at him.
I'm starting to get concerned about our village.
Right. Surely there must be
Have you
cause.
seen?
Just not
Have
the
you
ones
seen
who-
Big Thought?
Big Thought? Yeah, he came through here a little over a week ago. Said he had business in Marhi.
Ah,
Ooh,
that's another village, yeah?
yeah.
Yes.
Was he bringing anything with him, or?
Yeah, he had some packs.
That was a week ago. That was before this girl disappeared and he never came back?
No, I have to imagine he's probably just about there. It's a bit of a walk.
Hmm. So probably not Big Thought is what I'm thinking, guys.
Unless that's part of the plan to have an alibi.
What about Fingerbite?
That little scamp. Yeah, she always used to use both this and the southern gates. She used to go out there all the time, but she stopped a couple days ago.
Did you last see her going in or coming in or going out?
Last I saw, she went out. It
Did
was
she ever-
2 days ago. I just assumed she used another entrance. She does that a lot.
Possible.
Okay.
This seems like a dead end. Should we go catch up with the rest of the group, see how their investigations go?
Well, we should check the other gates to find out if they've seen her coming in.
Fair enough.
I don't want to go range the forest if she's sitting somewhere in town.
Okay. You guys.
Southgate.
You guys track down Cameron and 4 associates. They are throwing dirt lumps at each.
As you do.
Yeah, like you do. Cameron, hey, hi. Sorry to interrupt your mud throwing.
Cameron. Frick.
Just need to. You're not going to get in trouble. I just need to know where you chased Talina off to. Which way? Did you chase her out of town? Did you run her to the river? I don't know. Just what happened?
When she attacked Board,
Yeah. After that.
we chased her around the hut a few times, and then she ran up the hill to the elders,
Uh-huh.
and then she went around it, and then we couldn't find her.
Oh, okay. That is useful. Did you see her after that?
No,
No. No, not at all.
no, and we're tired of carrying around the mud, so we're throwing it at each other.
Did she ever mention anything about forest friends to you guys?
No, but Board said she did. Board said that she has forest friends who are better than us because they're forest friends, but she's just dumb. She's dummy.
I like these kids.
Okay, well, you all enjoy throwing mud at each other.
You should really get the wet a little more wet and then throw it. Just a thought.
I would like to meet back up with the group and look for them.
Mm-hmm.
All right, your guys' assigned meeting point was wherever the goat had wandered at that point in the day. It's trivial to find.
All right, so guessing we meet up there at the goat. Did you guys find out anything?
Have you visited the other guard posts?
Oh yeah, you guys get roughly the same information. All of the guards had seen her leave last.
Okay.
All of them. She's probably been using that tunnel to get in and out of the whole time. I mean, it's still there.
The tunnel
Well,
behind the elders' hut?
We told the others to block it, didn't we?
We did. But maybe she got out before they did that?
Or unblocked it?
That too.
Or dug a new one?
Oh, that might be a bit much for her. I mean, she is feisty, but I don't know that.
And the
she's-
tunnel that we saw that was dug when we began our adventure last time, that wasn't the tunnel behind the elders' place. Right, it was?
Yeah.
Oh, got it. Okay.
So back there, again. I'm really mad at the Thought Brothers right now. They're complicating everything.
Here's the thing. If Big Thought was out of town, why did those gems end up under his bed?
That
And-
could
Yeah.
it could just be his stash.
It could.
It wasn't there before.
Could be too. He wouldn't have bribed a guard, would he? But if he's going to. I don't know.
I would put nothing past him.
I also just informed the others about our chat with the children and mentioned that she has forest friends that she's been seeing, and they make better friends than the friends that she has here. So there's probably a good chance, if she's not happy, that she's gone to these quote unquote forest friends to.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I think we should go back, see if there's anything of hers left by the tunnel. Also, if Big Thought is going to Marhi, what if they are after our medicine?
They wouldn't use goblins.
Would they? I mean, they
You-
could just kill the goblins after.
Marhi has a considerably larger population than Tana, so however much medicine it can produce is probably greater. So unless there's some sort of emergency, but also they're very big on honorable combat, and in the past when they wanted things, they just came in force.
Oh, okay. Well, I say we go and check out the tunnel. I think that's smart. I don't know what else to
Off
do.
we go.
Pretty sure that was my idea.
Sorry. Silvox's idea.
Stop lying to people.
I've forgotten if it was or wasn't.
It was.
Okay, you guys head up to the Elders Hill, wrap around, and you see the palisade is undergoing repairs.
Good.
Those logs are being lowered into the hole made by Small Thought in a short-term effort to stop anything from getting in or out while they go about completely reworking this end of the palisade. There's two people working on it. There's a tiefling woman and a halfling man.
I will go and go up to them. Have either of you happened to see our wonderful little Talina scurry through here while you were fixing this?
Can't say that I have.
Nothing, anything strange, any like piece of clothing, something that might be like left over.
Actually, a couple hours ago, I heard some weird sounds coming from the woods opposite the palisade.
What kind
I
of sounds?
It sounded like dogs. I told the rangers, but they said it's probably just dogs.
Do you think that's more kobolds? Wait, that's not us again, is it?
I don't know if it's more kobolds. I don't know what you're talking about. Fences.
we didn't camp in Echo. Were we camped in these woods? Like,
No, we're camped in those woods.
so it wasn't us.
It's all one big forest. You didn't know that?
There's different forests.
Name 2.
The Haunted Woods and that one. There's 2.
The Haunted Woods is just a section of this forest.
There's
That's why it's a woods.
Never mind. Can I look around and see if there are any small tiefling foot-sized feet print things around?
Yeah, sure. Give me a survival check or an investigation check.
I will aid her to give her advantage.
All right.
Okay, that's good because I didn't roll very well the first time. It's only a 13.
Maybe it's been too many days. Maybe this place has gotten too much traffic. What with all the people trying to figure out what exactly Small Thought had done, but you don't spot.
I can't see anything, but the woods were making barking noises, which might be more kobolds, which maybe are Talina's friends. It's something we could go look at.
You mean all of the people that we killed were her friends?
Killed and or ate.
Thank you.
Yeah, hopefully you still
that
got
is
some
an important distinction.
charred kobold with you. We can show her the remnants of her friend.
They attacked us.
We stepped on them first.
We definitely started it.
Excuse me.
No, I'm not aware of that.
I stepped on them first.
All right, we got a scapegoat. It was that terrible cat man.
So
He ate all your friends.
So either we go into the woods and see like that's something, or I don't know who else. There's nothing. No one else in town has seen her. I mean, we could ask her father, but really, did you?
Okay.
I think you did.
Are we just gonna go wander in the woods and find the first forest thing and ask?
If we think that the friends are the kobolds, and there were tracks from the kobolds to the water ring, the kobolds that rope with the bones tied to it may have been a ladder.
We pulled up the ladder.
We did pull up the ladder.
Do you think?
But there wasn't anything down there. I didn't see anything.
Did we?
Oh no.
Oh.
I'm getting a little worried about the number of times we've possibly murdered a child.
Or her friends.
I am unconcerned with these ratios.
What do we do? I don't know what to do.
We go back to the water ring.
And the kobold trail definitely led there?
Yes, it did.
Okay.
Quiet Frog wants the child. I will bring him the child.
Alive, right?
Yes.
He wants the child.
Just making a
All right.
necklace.
She'll be alive.
We're off into the forest again on a dangerous ranging, looking for a
Yay!
water ring.
I just mumble. Remember, the hills are the wrong way this time when we're coming back.
Correct. I
Okay.
will survival my way to the hills.
All right, give me a roll.
11.
It's not hard to find them. You are able to find the hills, but it's several more hours before, with an 11, before you are able to find the actual water ring. But you do.
And the rope?
So you guys, the rope was tied to a tree. Did you guys pull it out of the well and take it off the tree, or did you guys? Okay, so you guys took the rope.
No,
No.
didn't take the rope. Just pulled it out of the well, or the water ring.
Yeah.
In that case, it is still where you left it yesterday.
We're climbing into the water ring.
I'll run up to the ring and be like, Talina, are you down there?
I
She
toss
could be
the rope
starving
over.
already.
If she's dead, then she won't answer.
I toss the rope over, have another nice...
We have food?
And then I start climbing down.
Killed a child in our second game.
I will start, after Echo's down, I'll start climbing in after.
Okay.
Same.
You guys make your way down into a somewhat natural appearing eroded stone cave.
This is amazing.
Does it look natural?
I'm just saying there's still no water in here.
But there once had to be. This
Okay,
is a water ring.
I'm sharing something on FG. Carolyn, is that working?
Yeah, sorry, I ended up AFKing out, so I apologize for that. Now you can see my connection info. Great. Sorry about that. But this, a water ring from the makers.
With no water in it. Thanks, the makers.
I just kind of yelled down the water ring. What's down there? What do you see?
Are there any little girls down there?
Not yet.
I shake my head disapprovingly.
All right, Fantasy Ground has kicked me out, so I guess I'm just gonna look on.
It's up and going.
All right, and that's working. Okay,
Yes.
so yes, this is a smooth. Oh shoot, smooth stone room about 25 feet across, square-ish in shape. There are two exits, one to the north and one to the east.
As soon as I'm down while the others are climbing, I will quietly, aka stealthily, move towards that northern entrance and look around with my feline dark vision.
Okay. You see, it's a relatively narrow passage. It travels on for about 30 feet and opens up into a room.
Shall we go check out that room? Everyone's got dark visions.
Considering we were yelling into the hole, I don't think we're going to surprise anyone.
I was hoping you wouldn't notice. Why I didn't you roll that stealth check?
I will start to look at the floor just to see, like, are these like tiles? Maybe like run over to a wall, have a look at that.
Okay. Yeah, these walls appear to be naturally formed from erosion, except for the walls on the eastern side where the larger tunnel uh, forms.
Well, that's the
That
interesting
appears
side.
to have been.
The good side of the room.
Without saying anything to the rest of the noisy party who are like, "What's on this wall? What's on this wall?" the the ranger will start stealthing up that passage.
Okay.
I'm waiting in the main room. I'm watching the ladder. I'm staying in the main room.
Okay, that room opens up into a 15 by 30 foot or so room with a large pit in it going down.
Oh, good. Any ropes hanging into that one?
There are none.
I will creep up to the edge and look down to see if I can spot a bottom.
Okay. How far does your dark vision go?
I was just checking that. 60 feet.
Okay, yeah. About
You can see in dim light within 60 feet of you as if it were bright light, and darkness as if it were dim light. So,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, dimly down there at about 50 feet, you can see a large pile of bones.
Anything else?
You just see bones.
Like what size bones?
Kind of.
As a hunter, I have dealt with bones and carcasses.
You mostly see small animals, rabbits, some squirrels.
Okay. I will go back to the main room and say, sacrificial pit back there.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
That's
You're far too
amazing.
excited by that.
I wonder what they were sacrificing for.
I'm more concerned what they're sacrificing to.
That is an excellent point. Then I'll
And
start
I
to
will-
follow Echo more seriously.
I will go look at the other tunnel headed out of here.
Okay, it's larger, much more chiseled, obviously hewn
Oh, just
out
like
of
my jaw.
out of the stone. It goes for a bit and then descends briefly.
I'll try my best to be quiet, but I'm not very good at it.
Okay, want to make a stealth check? I'm assuming that she's the one who's going to roll lowest, so I'm going to just use her as the group.
Sorry, ascends or descends?
Descends.
Okay.
It's a 10.
Okay.
She's trying.
I guess unless someone else, Echo looks behind to see if everyone's following or if they're doing
I
something
assume
else.
I'm following. Sorry.
I will follow.
Okay.
How about you, human?
I'm just kind of fumbling along blindly, trying to follow where they're going.
You got light from the well.
I have my markings. You can at least see me a little bit. Follow me.
That's true.
Yeah, you can faintly follow Mina, and Mina is terrible at stealthing.
All right.
Also, I kind of like jingle a little bit as I walk.
Oh, this is great.
I mean, are you sure I should be following?
I am the
this closely?
silent, deadly cat hunter. Tingle, 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 tingle.
Okay, so does this new image work correctly, Carolyn?
think
So
I'll
far
have to
I'm seeing
pan up.
nothing but gray.
I think you need to pan up.
Yeah, it's huge. That's the problem.
Okay.
So what we're looking at is in the top left of the image.
All right. How do I do this? I have used this program before, and yet...
I think you use the thing in the bottom right corner.
Yes, it is
A little
not there.
directional.
It is a giant gray box that we find.
It is.
Yes.
Very
I
exciting.
open the great box.
Well, if you wanted to get to descriptions, I'll see if I can get this to actually work.
Sure. Continuing along in the carved out stone tradition of what you had just experienced, these rough stairs go down about 5 feet, but the ceiling also comes down. So there's only about 2.5 feet of clearance in here. So you guys have to crawl.
I hate kobolds.
All right.
Yeah, if you could just share it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And you can see it goes on for about 30 feet, and then there's a fork continuing forward in the 10-foot wide tradition you are used to, and going down to the south in a smaller 5-foot wide tunnel, both of which require crawling.
Right.
So forward or south-ish? South on the map?
Yes.
Forward?
Forward. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys continue forward along. After about 60 or so feet, it turns also to the south, but continues being a 10-foot wide. 10-foot wide.
Continuing.
Okay.
Wincing every time Fenella jingle jangle.
We're all gonna die. It's gonna be great.
I mean, I've already yelled, so they kind of know I'm here. I'm trying my best.
Yeah, I don't understand. I keep sharing it, but you
I'll
just
keep,
don't get it.
trying to make the shells be silent, kind of walking hunched over.
We're crawling,
Crawling.
aren't we?
Oh god, that's even worse.
Okay. Could each of you roll a d20?
That's-
I don't know which one to pick. They've all been.
Are we adding anything to it?
We're not.
That's
3.
What is that, Lim?
1.
All right. Mina has the unfortunate luck and
Dead.
presses down on the trap.
Oh no.
Suddenly, you guys hear loud slamming sounds
Oh
from the
no.
way you and to the south. You also hear a very loud slamming sound coming from the southeast, along with the sound of water pouring in.
Back up, back up, back up, back up!
Go, go, go!
All right, so the blind man in back turns around and tries to fumble his way back where we came from, but he doesn't know.
I will cast dancing lights and light the path for.
Okay.
I'm just poking my
just to
key.
be clear, sorry, you gave a bunch of directions there. So we were at that corner.
Yes.
We heard slams from ahead of us
Yes.
and behind us.
Yes. Slams down to the south, the direction you were heading, and back to the west, the direction you came
But
from.
we didn't see anything.
Correction. Or correct. Yeah, you haven't seen anything. Well, you
Okay.
see water rushing in from the southeastern part of the tunnel.
I told you there was
So
water.
from ahead of us?
From yes.
Okay.
Oh God.
I
So
feel mildly
urging,
vindicated.
What was that,
urging
Osa?
everyone else forward.
Okay, the dancing lights reveal that a number of rocks have fallen on the rough stairway and have blocked the path.
Thankfully, the strongest person is leading the way.
We're gonna have to take the little side passage.
Three consecutive, or not consecutive, but three successful difficult or athletics checks of 15 would be sufficient to clear the rocks and make the passage usable.
Is the side tunnel caved in as well?
The one that went south?
Yeah.
It is not.
Go that way.
But by this point, enough water has poured into the chamber that you are being pushed into the direction of the way you came.
Okay.
All right. I suppose in a panic, I'm going to start digging at rocks.
All right. You combination of crawl and paddle to the rocks and give me an athletics check.
Why?
Where do we go? Oh, can I? I don't know if this will.
You know, I never even said that I came into the well.
I will cast guidance on you if I can, like scoot by and touch you.
No amount of guidance is going to save this.
Yeah, you can guide him.
No.
I guided.
3. I got a 3.
That's not going to be enough.
Guidance gives 2d20, right?
No.
No.
Get 1d4.
Guidance gives
You
a-
can add to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's see if this 1d4...
Hold on. At this point, let's enter initiative.
Initiative. We're drowning.
If we get to see which order we drown in.
I have a 6.
A 1. I'm a 1.
10. Oh wait, 11.
16.
Okay, Echo, you had a 19?
Yep.
All right. So you've kind of been pushed in the direction of the path that you'd come. Water is rapidly filling up. You suspect that the chamber will be full of water. The crawl space you're in will be full of water in 2 turns.
Okay. Seeing the rest of them push towards that pile of stones, I will attempt to, I don't know, is waiting while crawling a thing? I maneuver myself to go down that side passage and see what's down there.
Okay. Down that side passage, after about 20 feet, it opens up into a another room, which has nothing in it except it's filling up with water, and that room also has a passage to the east, which you assume will link up with the larger tunnel.
Is it standing room?
No.
Oh, lovely. And it's just a big wide open, and by wide I mean horizontally
Yes.
space.
Yes.
And there's nothing else in there.
Nothing that you see.
Okay. I will use a trait of mine that I have called Feline Agility, which gives me a burst of speed on my turn.
Okay.
So I double my speed for the turn. I can only use this trait once before I use it again, I have to spend 1 turn moving 0 feet. So that doesn't have to be immediate, it's just before I can use it again. So I will double my speed to crawl my way to the next corner to see what I see around there.
All right, so you go back into the larger tunnel. You see that it continues to the south in the direction that you had been going when the trap was triggered.
Mm.
Then it bends back to the west, and there's also a tunnel, another 5-foot wide tunnel to the west or east rather, that opens up into a room, which you believe from all the sound and all the pouring that it is where all of the water is coming from.
Okay, so where is that the blockage we saw?
The
Or sorry,
block,
not saw, heard.
the rocks that fell, you assume are around the corner from the going south
Okay.
at the main tunnel.
Okay, I will. So my move speed after using 60 feet, so assuming 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 45, 55, 60, it took me one full move to get to about there, and so I will, as my action, dash to get back to the rest of the party.
Okay.
So I crawl 100. Ooh, crawling. Is crawling difficult terrain? I'm going to think yes, so I've used my dash just to get to here.
I think you're correct in that
Uh-oh.
assessment.
Okay, that's my turn.
Oh no.
All right, next is Silvok at the rocks.
I'm gonna keep. Just. I'm so terrified and digging for my life. And you guys have killed me. And we're screwed. So that is not going to be a 15.
All right, then it's Mina's turn.
If I were to follow Echo, how far would I get?
Half speed.
Yeah, you'd probably end up in the room that was discovered to the south.
Yeah, you could probably use your movement and then dash for the rest of it, so you could get, I guess, 30 feet, right? About that.
Yeah.
And then in that room that he discovered, well, I guess I don't know. I will try to help dig rocks. So I do an athletics.
Yeah.
Well, I have a -1, so that's a good sign. 12.
That is not sufficient. You just move some of the smaller rocks out of the way.
Will that help us on the next roll? Please.
No.
But they're not in the way anymore.
So that takes us to Fenella.
All right. Did Echo yell anything back if we should go that way or not?
Nope.
No? Okay. Just move out of the way. Let me dig. I can do this. Maybe.
You're able to push past them because they're feeble.
So feeble.
Oh, please work. Nope. 9. I cannot do this. Echo! Echo, do we need to go that way? What's happening? Where do we go? What do we do?
All right, Osa, it is your turn. Everybody seems to be panicking and or dreading.
Play us a tune to end it all with.
Like, have my violin out like it's the Titanic.
Yeah.
Man, I like barely know what's going on. I got distracted by my group. I've got a presentation in the morning, so just tell me what I should do and I'll do it.
There's a pile of rocks preventing you guys from escaping from this rapidly flooding crawl space. Difficulty check of 15 is required to work towards unclogging it. It will take 3 successful.
I will help with the unclogging. That seems like a thing. So it's just what check?
Athletics.
Athletics. Okay, so that's a 12. I probably have a minus to athletics or something ridiculous. Yep, that's an 11.
Okay.
Still not successful.
Well,
I think.
All right. So the chamber half fills up with water, and that goes back to Echo's turn.
Keep digging! And I get halfway back.
Sorry, what was that?
I yell, keep digging, and I move halfway back
Okay.
to the party because it took me double movement to get all the way there last turn.
Don't we have to start digging in order to keep digging?
I assume you've made progress.
Can't we just blast these rocks away?
It's not outside the realm of
We
possibility.
can't. We cannot.
Okay, so now it's Silvox's turn. Would you like to blast these rocks out of the way?
What do I have to roll to blast the rocks? Do I have advantage? Do I get my sneak attack bonus against?
Are the rocks not expecting you?
No,
Are they
no,
surprised?
you don't get that.
Would you say that they're restrained? They're kind of like packed in there. They can't move around very well. No.
All right. On to Mina's turn.
All right. I'm panicking.
Yeah, the two most
Not helpful.
frail people digging at the rocks.
I am
Trying.
going to actually probably collide into Echo, but I'm going to go in that direction. I need to get out of here, and I don't think we're going to get these rocks out of.
Okay.
So that's where I go.
you slip past Echo.
Why are you? There's nothing over there!
I said, "There's nothing back there. There's just a bunch of weak people."
You're one of them.
Well, I'm going to have to try to find something else.
Okay, Fenella, your turn.
I'm gonna try and dig. No, I'm not.
Okay.
It's 3.
I told you. I
We're all
told you.
doomed. We're on our second day and we're all gonna drown.
I'll take a deep breath.
Hey, it's been like 4 days.
Okay, we're on our second game and we're gonna drown.
Is there any
Okay.
way to deactivate the trap? It's a trap, right? Can we stop it?
You guys haven't gotten a very good look at the
You
activation
tell
mechanism
us!
or the source of the water.
Right.
Osa, what you got for us?
Keep digging, I guess. That's a 5. I'm gonna sing a rousing tune so that somebody else can see.
A rousing tune, just what we
Yeah,
need.
bardic inspiration.
Okay,
Who
but-
wants some bardic inspiration? Raise your hand if you want. I don't know.
Well,
I
You
want
only
to
have 2
not
people
drown.
with you right now. You have Silvok with you, and you have Fenella with you.
Silvok, you seem like you're probably least likely to drown. Have some bardic inspiration.
Put that in my yearbook.
You get an extra d6. Congratulations.
Oh.
Okay, but quickly aside, with the 5, those smaller rocks that had been moved out of the way have been moved back into place.
No, it wasn't that bad of a
No.
It's cruel.
Okay, the water fills the crawl space. Can I guys ask you a question? What is your constitution modifiers? -2?
Yeah, suffocating.
2.
2.
What is my constitution?
We've got like
Two for
3
me.
minutes
That's
to
what I'm
dig
looking
this out.
for. Oh, I'm sorry, 0.
We have, okay. Everyone with 2s, we have 30 rounds to dig ourselves out of this.
I mean, maybe I
Isn't
can roll
it-
higher by that time.
Isn't it con mod -2?
No, it
No.
is 1 plus con mod minutes. Wait, hold on. Hold on. I can't see my screen at the same time as the...
My con is
It's on here. You can hold your breath for a number of minutes equal to 1 plus your con modifier, minimum of 30 seconds.
You're muted.
You guys are fine. Oh, did I say water? I meant acid.
Please no.
Okay, we're running low on time. Do we want to leave it here, or would you guys like to dig your way out first?
Let's leave it on a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
All right.
Just for funsies.
Busy drowning.
Can we? Can
Do
we dig
we-
ourselves out?
Get busy living or get busy drowning.
What do I find while I'm panicking, running away from everyone?
This is a good question.
Or now swimming, I guess, would be the more accurate verb.
Boy, I hope that little girl isn't in here with us.
Oh.
I hope she is. I hope her body
She
washes
just
up
floats
behind us.
by.
We're terrible people.
Okay, well, thank you everybody for tuning in and watching us drown. And thanks for you guys for letting me drown you to death. I appreciate it.
Thanks.
Anytime. I love drowning.
Will Silvok find out what happened to his friends at the bottom of that well?
All right. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.